Just a young nigga out here looking forward. I never questioned my direction, y'all been looking for it. Lost thoughts often, so I took the recording. I got my foot where the door is, think I'm sharp and swordless. We cut with pens around here, and this the anthem to all my niggas with hella written. Just put your hands up, real ones. Don't tell the business of the too many we can't trust. Don't got time to focus on who your mans was. Shit, who is he now? People be broke around you, but got plenty when the bitches round. And when the liquor out, their hands don't got a penny now. Henny spouting out your pockets so they stick around. And we ain't shoveling out shillings, moving different now. PG Pilgrim getting shifty, peep from city clouds. Little demon dipping deep into your bitch's mouth. In and out swiftly, nigga, I'm finna add the digits now. Divine thinking mixed with mind-tingling substances. This music brought some problems, but honestly been in love with it. Slick with the drums and shit, you stick to the drugs you mix. Cuffing him won't do much, but bring that girl you love a stitch. Spit until I get my gums to rip raw when he numbs the shit. Ironic how he's only unlawful when y'all judging him. I'm not done, we're getting bigger by the frame per second. Faded for every major step I make before I meditate. I blaze some pressure. Been as razor edges, Gilettas. You better just face the exit. When in doubt, I face my reflection. Brain dead, making the steps that you could've made if you paid attention. Crazy headway was met with niggas dead. All we do is kill, like that number before 87. I don't
Don't be mistaken, your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit it and entertain ya.
Got a heart, I'm not here to entertain ya. Just walk away and face the showdown. I won't fight, I don't care about the bleeding. 'Cause my freedom's undefeated. My soul on fire, burning desire. Make no mistake, 'cause the stakes are getting higher. Got a heart, I'm not here to entertain ya. I'm not here to entertain ya.
Don't be mistaken, your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit it and entertain ya.
What is up, guys? Dashing here and live. We are down under for the third annual Attack on Australia event. And we are jumping straight into the action just like we always do, my friends. A massive night of action here in Australia. Getting things started with this tag team matchup. Women's World Champion and our Queen of the Ring, Isabella Almas of the Arsenal, set to team up with Maggie Shaw to take on Ruby Rattel and honorary Uncut Gem Ellie Quinn, who just last night on Octane lost the women's tag team titles to a debuting Sarah Miller and a returning Alice Blake, a hand-picked team. Hand-picked, of course, by Pat LaFave. After Ellie Quinn decided to make this matchup here at Attack on Australia, saying that Shay Hoxton imbued her with the power to do so, that Pat LaFave said, if you can book matches, guess what? So can I, because this is still my show. And, well, forced Ellie Quinn to fill in for the injured Alexia Diamond and helping Ruby Rattel defend the women's tag team titles. And, well, the reason Alexia Diamond is injured because of that woman right there, Maggie Shaw, who on Shockwave broke Alexia Diamond's hand. Retribution for what Ellie Quinn did to Sleepy Joe last month, breaking her hand. Maggie Shaw, of course, one of the latest defectors to the arsenal of Tailcoat Val. Saw her knock off Celestia at the showdown. And now Deadeye, well, I'd say fits in quite well down here in Australia. Gonna try to help out the Women's World Champion against her, well, two biggest threats at the moment, I'd say. Because not only did Ruby Rattell knock off Isabella Almas in a non-title matchup this past episode of Shockwave, surely putting her in prime position to be next in line for a shot at the Women's World Championship. But then, of course, Ellie Quinn is in possession of that Magnificent 8 contract. She can cash in anytime, anywhere she likes. She can cash in right here tonight if she wants to for a shot at the Women's World Championship. And Isabella Almas just won that title at the showdown. She ain't looking to lose it so quick. Obviously, Tailcoat Val and her arsenal trying to do all they can to keep the wolves at bay, if you will, as they are definitely circling Isabella Almas. We talked about what a rough week Ruby Rattell has had, though, defending the women's tag team titles at the showdown, having that hellacious matchup with Isabella Almas on Shockwave, the massive brawl that kicked off Octane last night, and then losing the women's tag team titles alongside Ellie Quinn. I'd say it's more than likely Rattell is not coming into this matchup at 100%, and definitely Rattell and Quinn's momentum hampered with the loss of the women's tag team titles, and Pat LaFave getting the better of them. Well, there you see that briefcase Ellie Quinn brings to the ring with her, which inside holds that contract. Grants her a shot at the Women's World Championship anytime she would like. Of course, she's already successfully cashed in that contract before to become Women's World Champion. And she has got her sights set on doing it once more. As we see this tag team match, we're going to kick off with Isabella Almas and Ruby Rattell picking up where they left off on Shockwave earlier this week. As Rattell quickly with a reverse DDT to the Women's World Champion. Follows up with a big soccer ball kick. A whole hell of a lot to look forward to indeed, my friends. Triple threat matchups for both the Rising Star Championship and Intercontinental Championship. Gianna and Marty Michaels must defend. Not to mention the World Tag Team Championship up for grabs as Bloody Insane, Justin Sin, the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews challenge Top Guns. Xander Slade one-on-one with Peligro. And our main event, Shay Hoxton returns to in-ring action to challenge Troy Colt for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Ellie Quinn, who's rocking her honorary Uncut Gem gear here in Australia. Maybe if she had worn that last night, Uncut Gems would still have the women's tag team titles. Tough situation to be in, though. I mean, again, who could have expected Pat LaFave to bring out Sarah Miller and Alice Blake? You could have given me 100,000 guesses, man. I don't think I would have. I would have wagered it to be those two. Definitely the ace up his sleeve. As Pat looks to prove he's still running the show. Irish whip here by Almas, going to send Ruby Rattell off the ropes. Big fucking toss, vintage arsenal there. Of course, shades of Cyborg. And you know Ruby Rattell wants to get hands on Maggie Shaw here, but might have her chance. Almost got her in the corner now. Ruby Rattell best keep her emotions in check. Obviously easier said than done when the woman who broke your tag team partner's hand is mere inches from you. A few well-placed elbows to the gut there. Long history between these two. And it's pretty apropos that Ruby Rattel would find herself in this potential #1 contender's position. Remember, last year it was Isabella Almas who attacked Ruby Rattel, forced her to vacate the Women's World Championship. It would be the ultimate revenge if Rattel were to then take the Women's World Championship from Isabella Almas, but buckle bomb from the Queen of the Ring. This one might be over before it really even begins here at Attack on Australia. But no, a kick out from Rattel, and that's going to leave the door wide open for a tag to be made. In comes Maggie Shaw, who looks to feast on the scraps here, but Rattel's going to fight back. God damn, what a clothesline from Deadeye. Maggie Shaw aligning herself with Tailcoat Val and the Arsenal. We haven't heard from Maggie Shaw herself as of yet. What are her exact reasonings for doing so? We always know Maggie Shaw is in it for herself, always has been, always will be. Figures maybe this might be her best way to get ahead. Obviously, she's having not a lot of luck this season, reclaiming the Women's World Championship. If nothing else, this puts her in close proximity to the current Women's World Champion. That, of course, being Isabella Almas. And tag to the Queen of the Ring. Ooh, was able to dodge that knife edge chop attempt. Something in the air here in Australia. Got something in my eye. Starting to get me started on the massive tarantula I saw in my hotel room last night. Ooh, double knees to the back of the head from Ruby Rattel, and hooks the leg for a big win. Down under, Maggie Shaw coming in, dropping a huge elbow, which Rattel most certainly did not see coming. All right, Rattel's looking for a tag to Ellie Quinn here. A tag indeed is made. Big shot to the gut. I think a lot of us were hoping things might be settled at the showdown, but they've seemingly only gotten worse now with the arrival of Shea Hoxton. The position of power he finds himself in, his alliance with Ellie Quinn. Battle lines are being drawn. Sides are being chosen. Are you with Tailcoat Val and her Arsenal? Are you with Shea Hoxton and Ellie Quinn? Or are you with Pat LaFave and CMV? It seems like everybody has to pick a side. Maggie Shaw with a gorgeous wheelbarrow neckbreaker to Ellie Quinn, who comes back at her with a shot to the gut. Miss Magnificent 8. And of course, awarded that contract by Shea Hoxton. Didn't win it, didn't earn it. Shea Hoxton giving it to her after decided not to re-sign Caroline Swift, who was the winner of the Magnificent 8 ladder match. And now Quinn finds herself with the perfect opportunity to finally become a 3-time Women's World Champion. Spinebuster attempted, but an elbow to the top of the head. Great counter by Maggie Shaw, who now with a pop-up right hook, man. One of those punches from Maggie Shaw could knock you out for a week straight. There's the hot tag. In comes Ruby Rattel, who gets caught. F5, F5, F5 for the Women's World Champion. The maneuver she used to win the championship at the showdown. What a kick out by Ruby Rattel, showcasing her resiliency. To Isabella Almas for a moment, taking it all in before deciding to make the tag. And in comes Maggie Shaw, who looks to continue the onslaught, but a punch to the gut there by Rattel. Spinning back fist. Again, Ruby Rattel been waiting all week long to get her hands on Maggie Shaw to avenge Alexia Diamond. As we see Rattel, not so seductive headbutts here. Maggie, though, very smart, rolls to the outside of the ring. Unfortunately, Rattel's keeping on her, man, like peanut butter on jelly. Or should I say, maybe like Marmite on bread. We are here in Australia. We got to get with the culture. Now at ringside, ooh, Ruby Rattel thrown shoulder first into the side of the barricade as Maggie Shaw staring down Ellie Quinn here. Rattel jumping into the ring right behind her. Shaw's going to cut her off. Irish whip attempt but a reversal. Going to send Shaw here into the corner. Stiff kick to the gut, but gets distracted by Isabella Almas. She's just going back and forth here like a game of Pong. Rattel going crazy. Tearing at the arm now, Maggie Shaw. In an attempt to rip it right off, I'm sure. Big kick out of the corner. Very beautiful, disaster-esque, as now a hook of the leg only gets a 1 count. And you know that Shay Hoxton in his office right now preparing, of course, for the main event here where he challenges Troy Colt for the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship, but rooting for his gal, his right-hand woman, Ellie Quinn, who dodges the pile driver the first time, gets caught, but able to reverse. Still, though, Maggie Shaw with the upper hand, maybe not for long. Quinn with a few well-placed shots to the gut, as now she looks maybe for a pile driver, which Maggie Shaw has none of. Back body dropping, I'd say a desperate pin attempt here from Deadeye, who gets a 2 count only. Kicking off attack on Australia. 3rd year in a row. We've gone down under. And right now it's Ellie Quinn who goes down and might be sleeping. 1, 2. The vintage right hook from Maggie Shaw. Not enough to keep Ellie Quinn down, kicking out at 2.999 there. I mean, if you're Ellie Quinn, you got to be feeling like you don't want to let Ruby Rattel down a second time. I'm not necessarily saying it's Ellie Quinn's fault they lost the women's tag team titles. Look, that's not the point I'm trying to make. I'm just, I'm trying to think about what Ellie Quinn might be feeling. Would things have been different were Alexia Diamond healthy and she were the one defending the women's tag team titles alongside Ruby Rattel as it should be? I don't know. Isabella almost now, though, trying to mark her territory as the queen of this ring. And now the vintage stretch and drop from the Women's World Champion. Into the pin for the win here in Australia. Ellie Quinn continues to survive, but survive for how much longer? She needs to make a tag in a bad way, I'd say. Look at Almas, the expert here, sending Quinn into the corner, long way from home. And now she's going to hit a beautiful disaster kick there out of the corner. Perfect position to make the tag to Maggie Shaw. Remember, no ringside guests on either side by decree of Ellie Quinn, who said that if any Arsenal of Tailcoat Val member or otherwise were to come down to ringside or try and interfere in this matchup, Tailcoat Val will be fined $10 million. Yes, you're hearing that correctly. $10 million. Maggie Shaw trying to take a cheap shot at Ruby Rattel. Rattel's fighting back, though. This has given Ellie Quinn a whole lot of time to recover. As Shaw looks to decapitate Rattel. Dropping her down to the floor. Ellie Quinn has gotten back up to her feet. Gets thrown. Ooh, shoulder first. Into the LED post. And you take away Maggie's ability to throw those haymakers, man. You eliminate a large portion of her arsenal. No pun intended. One of the core reasons that she's so dangerous. Those 2 fists of hers. Referee up to a count of 6 here. Rattel is still out of it as Shaw with a double leg takedown, raining down rights. Rattel, she gonna help out? No, I guess doesn't want to risk a disqualification. Fair enough. Maggie Shaw gonna throw Quinn back into the ring. Now Rattel looks to get involved as she's, sends Maggie Shaw right into the side of the steel steps there. Quinn's gonna reset the count now. Double underhook, long blower. And now gonna mount Maggie Shaw. Respond with some soup bones of her own. And there you see Ellie Quinn again going after the hand. You can't say this isn't smart. Genius, I would even go so far as to say, by Ellie Quinn. Maybe looking to break Maggie Shaw's head. I think Ellie Quinn has broken enough hands lately. Gonna get back into the ring now. Mock Maggie Shaw. And I think that's just about the last thing you want to do. Shaw. Whoa! Ellie Quinn! Catching Maggie Shaw. She rolled back into the ring into an air raid siren neckbreaker. Very quick thinking by Miss Magnificent 8, as now she's able to get Shaw into the corner. Is she thinking about making the tag, though? No, wait a minute. Stealing from the Bloody Brit playbook here. I guess we'd call this an Australian drive-by. Oh, but she accidentally, such force, she knocked Ruby Rattell back. Obviously an accident. As we get a kick out from Maggie Shaw. And a quick kick to the side of the head. Speaking of the head, Maggie Shaw going to crack Ellie Quinn's wide open. Makes the tag to the Women's World Champion. Ellie Quinn is not backing down, though. Runs right into Isabella. He's looking to break her ribs here, but a great reversal by Quinn. And now she tries to act as quickly as she can, get almost into the corner, but our Queen of the Ring able to reverse. And not going to leave out Ruby Rattell. Drops her on the apron with a back suplex. And even in Australia, man, that's still the hardest part of the ring. That gave Quinn the time she needed, though, to get back into this one. Nails almost with a dropkick. Big forearm smash. And vintage Quinn. The trifecta of single knee backbreakers. Quinn is gassed, though. You can tell, man. Breathing heavy. Struggling to even get back to her feet at this point. And only gets a 1 count as she goes for the pin. Frantic. Oh! Might be time to go to sleep. Say goodnight, almost. Knee to the face. Quinn hooks the leg. 1, 2. But a kick out. Maggie Shaw just watching on there, I guess, was confident indeed that Isabella almost was able to kick out on her own. Lucky for her, that was the case. Ruby Rattell with a helping hand here. Gonna keep Ellie Quinn in the driver's seat almost. She may have kicked out of that GTS, but it's done a number. Quinn gonna drag her away from the ropes. What is Quinn thinking here, man? She's taking a lot of time. Makes the tag to Ruby Rattell. This gives Almas the chance to get to her feet. Ruby! Looking to greet her with a kick to the gut. Hang on! Unpretty her attempt, maybe. But back and forth these two. Like it's a reversal fest. Ellie Quinn! With the save there. And Almas says, fuck you. Gonna make the tag to Maggie Shaw. Not happy about that. Maggie Shaw coming in with an air raid siren neckbreaker of her own. Tries for a stop at Rattell. Gonna run her down with a knee to the face. Not gonna let her get back up. Maggie Shaw, though, with an elbow to the gut. That gives her the opening. Pile driver from Deadeye. But not finished. The former Women's World Champion got her in the corner now. What the hell is Shaw doing? What is she doing? Just turning her around over and over again. Playing games with Rattell. Oh, almost with the cheap shot. And now Rattell tries to get herself out of here, but Maggie Shaw's going to cut her off. Expertly done. And Deadeye looking for that punch right between the eyes. Ellie Quinn, though, just at the count of 1, breaks up the pin. Maggie Shaw looking to make her pay for it, but Quinn quickly back out onto the apron, avoiding Shaw's wrath for the moment. And Rattell With the veteran instinct there, rolls to the outside. Tag made to Isabella Almas, who's going to go right after Ellie Quinn. Knocks her down to the outside. Meanwhile, whoa, Maggie Shaw kind of just messed up Almas's flow. She went for that dive. Luckily, it looks like Almas didn't hurt herself too bad. Maggie Shaw's going to try to run interference again. Throws Rattel back into the ring. Quinn is still down at ringside. This could be the perfect opportunity here for Maggie Shaw and Isabella Almas to capitalize. And I think that's what Almas is going to try to do. But Rattel still has some fight left in her yet. Chucks the Women's World Champion out of the corner. Maggie Shaw going to shove Rattel back. Rattel might be a good idea to focus on the legal woman. She decides indeed that's the route she wants to go. And looking for that decapitator. Big running enziguri out of the corner. 1, 2, but a kick out. Imagine if Rattel can pin the Women's World Champion twice in 1 week. There would be no denying she deserves a championship match. But now she makes the tag to Ellie Quinn, who goes for a dropkick, almost though, able to roll out of the way. Irish whip gonna send Miss Magnificent 8 off the ropes, dropped down by Almas. Big fucking toss on the way back. As now she looks for a swinging neck breaker. Almas though, gotta keep on top of Ellie Quinn here, who with a kick to the gut. Tries for a powerbomb maybe. The queen of the ring though counters, back body drop. And not letting Quinn get far as an Irish whip gonna send her into the corner. Big shot from Maggie Shaw and then the tag. Teamwork makes the dream work. Pump kick into a knee and then an assisted standing moonsault. Didn't expect that level of teamwork from the tandem of Shaw and Almas here. Big heavy shots from Maggie Shaw. Dropping some bombs on Quinn. There's an elbow to the top of the head. Shaw, what is she thinking now? Going for the tag. Late into this matchup, kicking off Attack on Australia. Frequent tags, the name of the game. Got to keep yourselves as fresh as you can. Punch in the gut there from Quinn. Big pump kick! And right there to make the tag to Ruby Rattel. As Almas tries to get into the corner here, Rattel almost let herself get distracted with the thought of revenge against Maggie Shaw. Maybe even just that split moment might cost her here as Almas tries for an Irish whip reverse though by Rattel. Puts her into the corner. Elbow to the side of the head by Almas, who now comes out of the corner with a Troy Colt style super kick. Tag made to Shaw, who gets caught with a knee. This Rattel, man, just seems to have an unending fire. No putting it out. Some serious fight in this uncut gem, who another spinning back fist. Hey, just knocked a couple of Maggie's front teeth loose right there. And as Shaw escapes the outside back into the ring, tag is made to Ellie Quinn, who gets caught. No, again. Whatever she's trying for, a powerbomb, a pile driver, I don't know. Shaw's got it well scouted. Now Rattel goes splat on the canvas, but Ellie Quinn uses the opportunity. Luthez pressing some right hands. Quickly tries for the pin. 1, 2, but a kick out. Frustrated is Ellie Quinn here, but trying to stay focused as Shaw gets to her feet. Shaw though is quicker. Shawshank Redemption. Shawshank Redemption. 1, 2, kick out. Ellie Quinn. How does she do it? 8 to Shawshank Redemption and still kicking. Fighting on her own right now with Ruby Rattel incapacitated for the moment. Big forearm to the back of the head, man. That had a whole hell of a lot of oof behind it. Shaw gonna get her into the corner. Looking to make another tag, but Ellie Quinn with a well-placed elbow. Big discus clothesline coming out of the corner. Full mount again. Ellie Quinn with more big shots and a stop to the gut. And once more, goes after the hand of Deadeye, trying to stop her from utilizing those punches. Quinn gonna pull her up. She's gotta get out of the corner here. That's what she's looking to do. Ruby Rattel is back up onto the apron now. If I were Ellie Quinn, man, I'd be looking to make the tag right about now. Not that Ruby Rattel is in much better shape at this point. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute! It worked so well the first time. Ellie Quinn looking for a second rendition. It's an Australian drive-by! And Rattel again! Accidentally getting in the way. Quinn gonna try for the pin. 1, 2. Not even a 2 count. You can see Quinn just getting more and more frustrated the longer this matchup goes. Makes the decision to tag in Ruby Rattel. Guys, this matchup might end be a time limit. Unpretty her! Scrambles for the pin, but Almas is there to make the save. This tag team matchup was given 25 minutes, guys. Less than 2 minutes to go before this one is declared a time limit draw. These 4 women beating the hell out of each other here down under. And none of them willing to stay down. Big shot to the gut by Ellie Quinn. Shaw, though, gonna grab her by the back of the head, drags her into the corner. As she now makes the tag to our queen of the ring, the women's world champion, Isabella Almas, who looks for an F5! F5 to Ellie Quinn for the win! But Ruby Rattel's not gonna let it happen. Isabella Almas trying to stop her from fleeing. Back out of the apron goes Rattel. Almas still out of it after the F5. And Almas. No, Quinn. Gonna try. But no luck. And it looks like this one is indeed, guys, gonna end via a time limit draw. I don't know if that's gonna stop these 4 from fighting, though. Into the corner, guys. This matchup is over. The 25 minutes has elapsed. This one is declared a draw. Almost can't believe it. They all want the match to continue, but the rules are the rules. Nothing gets settled here in Australia. Well, I don't think that anyone involved in that matchup, nor anyone in the CMV universe, wanted to see that matchup end that way, but the fact of the matter is, nobody was willing to take the L, man. And I think those 4 women may have gone all night long if they had to. But we've got a show to run. We've got 7 more massive matches, including this one coming up next. The finals of the men's Gold Rush tournament later on We'll see the finals of the Women's Gold Rush Tournament when Ashley Rye and Hannah Bennett meet one-on-one. But first up here, Ahmed and Josh Wolf set to collide with the winner, of course, receiving a shot at the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship come Mob Violence in just a couple of weeks. And Ahmed certainly entering what is no doubt the biggest match of his CMV career here in Australia. Taking on one of the absolute greatest of all time for a shot at the biggest prize here in CMV. And in a rare situation, Ahmed finds himself as the underdog. My main man, though, blowing through this Gold Rush tournament, taking out Bjorn Frost, taking out Yamashita dominantly to make it here to attack on Australia. And now just one step away from a shot at immortality. But first, he must get through a man who has been there, who has done that. He's reached the mountaintop. A former Alpha World Champion, a former Global Champion. Are we seeing the resurrection of Josh Wolf? I think so, over these last couple of months. I think this is the best we've seen Josh Wolf in maybe years. Defeating Rafael Hernandez. Defeating Junichi Gushikin to make it here to the finals. It has been a long while since Josh Wolf has tasted World Championship gold here in CMV. Long enough, he says. And you gotta know that both Shay Hoxton and Troy Colt are keeping a close eye on this match, because one of them will be defending the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship against either Ahmed or Josh Wolf in just a couple of weeks at Mob Violence. Let's find out who. The Egyptian destroyer Ahmed. Josh Wolf. Finals of the Men's Gold Rush Tournament. Here we go. And Ahmed comes out looking for a monkey flip. I have never seen that reversal before. Countered a monkey flip into an inverted atomic drop. Literally never have I seen a monkey flip reversed like that. One and only Josh Wolf, man. Oh, but he gets caught now in a rear naked choke, body scissors and all. Look at this reversal, though, into a pin. But a kick out before even one. Ahmed finding out real quick exactly who he's in the ring with. The one and only, baby. Future Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. Josh Wolf. But can he contend with the sheer power, dominance of Ahmed, who gets Wolf caught again in a rear naked choke? And it's these submissions, man, that Wolf has to look out for. Able to reverse again into this pinning predicament, but once more, not even able to get a one count. Ahmed just has so many ways to beat an opponent. That falling powerbomb he likes to utilize, but mainly it's those submissions, the bully choke and the camel clutch he puts to use to torture his opponents. And they either tap, get put to sleep, or snap. Nice clap to the temples there by Wolf to reverse a potential belly-to-belly attempt by Ahmed. Now Wolf with a standing shooting star press. And another, because why not? The first one worked so well. A third? No, not that cocky. Big Cobra clutch slam. And the Wolf howls. Perhaps this one going to be over nice and early. Josh Wolf with the cranium tracker into the pin. 1, 2, trying to make short work of Ahmed here in Australia, but a kick out by the rookie. Shows just how tough he is trying to shake it off. I don't know if you really just shake off a maneuver like that. Goes for a quick pin. I don't think we've ever seen Ahmed like this before. Scooped up by Wolf now, able to drop down behind though. And a shot to the back of the knee. Still to come, my friends. Oh, wait a minute, Ahmed putting Wolf up on top. Last place you want to be. Wolf, though, knows that. Able to get himself to safety. Well, relative safety, anyhow, as Ahmed tosses him out onto the apron, guys. Still to come. Up next, our first of 2 triple threat matchups this evening. Gianna defends her Rising Star Championship against Christy Myers and Danielle Davis. Also still to come, World Tag Team Championship match. Bloody Insane will challenge Top Guns. Wolf did not get all of that. Looks like he barely grazed Ahmed just enough to knock Ahmed off his feet, but that definitely hurt Wolf as well. Headbutts from Josh Wolf, count of 3 by the referee, and Wolf's not even going to risk it. Not with such an opportunity on the line. Again, the winner of this faces the undisputed heavyweight champion in just a couple of weeks at Mob Violence, whether that be Shea Hoxton or Troy Cole. We find out in tonight's main event. As an Irish root going to throw Wolf down to the outside, and Ahmed feeling good about himself right now. But this matchup has been largely dominated by Wolf thus far, which is quite a reversal, man, from what we typically see in an Ahmed match. Usually he's the one doing the ass kicking. But this is a big step up in competition. Oh God, Ahmed gonna ram Wolf back first into the barricade. Talk about putting your environment to use as he now throws Wolf back into the ring, guys, and that's especially devastating about Ahmed looks to lock in that camel clutch. Inverted atomic drop followed up by that splash. Could that do it right there? Nearly. Just a 2 count for the Egyptian Destroyer, but he wastes no time stalking Wolf. Looking for that bully choke. Ahmed gets himself into position, a camel clutch-esque position. The bully choke locked in, but not for more than a couple of seconds. Wolf escapes before any real damage can be done further to his back. As now he hoists up Ahmed for a Uranagi. Wolf is feeling it. Pops off Ahmed. Gonna drag him here into the corner. And Ahmed gets busted open, having his head slammed up that top turnbuckle. Big clothesline by my main man. Gonna try to go after Wolf's leg, shoved back though by the veteran. Tries to quickly get back to his feet. Nice block of the kick by Ahmed. Elbows there though to the gut by Josh Wolf. Gives himself a big opening. Ooh, damn! Wolf with the quickness, man. I can't even keep up. Ahmed certainly can't. And another howl. Maybe premature though. Ahmed back into the ring, gonna throw Wolf into the corner. Tries for the double knees to the chest. Wolf gets out of the way though. Ahmed getting nothing but turnbuckle there. One of those situations where not wearing knee pads gonna hurt him. Oh, there's that rear naked. Takes Wolf down 3rd time. He's had this rear naked choke applied. Wolf is not so quick to escape this time, but indeed he does. Elbows to the midsection, rolls back into the pin. Still can't even get a 1 count. Big punch from Ahmed. And another gonna spin Wolf around from behind. Back suplex, but Wolf lands on his feet. And another Cobra clutch slam. Wolf gonna act quickly here while Ahmed is hurt. Blue Thunder Bomb! No! Great counter by Ahmed. And Ahmed says it's over. And it very well may be. The Egyptian Destroyer looking to finish Wolf off. Maybe playing around a little bit too much here. Drops him chest first on the top rope. Now gonna try to set Wolf up. Off the ropes he goes, drop down, leapfrog. Tries for maybe a belly to belly. Again, Wolf into a hip toss. And now we see Wolf with a desperate pin attempt. Only produces a 1 count. Another standing shooting star press. Gonna get Ahmed onto his sternum as he looks to lock in. Perhaps the rings of Saturn? Yes! Josh Wolf trying his hand at a submission in this matchup. But Ahmed, well-placed elbows to the side of Wolf's head, manages to escape, looking for that pile driver we see Ahmed utilize from time to time. But Josh Wolf was able to escape. Unable, though, to avoid that sort of modified back body drop. Oh, damn, almost had him beat off of it, too. And Ahmed knew it. Growing frustrated. Ahmed looking for that falling powerbomb. That could do it easily. 1, 2, 3. Ahmed is heading to mob of violence, my friends. My main man has just earned himself a shot at the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. And if I'm Hoxton, if I'm Troy Cole, well, I just might be shaking in my loafers right now.
Mirror reflections, don't lie. My style's so fierce, Danielle can't try. No orange for me, it's a crime. Her cankles cross the line. Have you seen her in daylight? I sparkle while she fades into twilight. No cankles here, I stand tall. Next to me, she feels so small. Better than Danielle, no contest. I dress to impress, she's a mess. That's how it feels. My looks, they stop the traffic. Danielle's smile is tragic. Fashion forward, always slay. She can't keep up, no way. In my world, I'm the queen. Danielle's nowhere to be seen. Confidence, I wear a crown. Reflection going down. She's a mess. Walking tall in my high heels, she trips and falls. That's how it feels.
And that, my friends, one of the latest tracks from the pop princess, Gianna, who of course said that she was inspired after her matchup with Danielle Davis last night on Octane to make that new song. And you know I've got it on repeat on the playlist. I've been listening to it the last 24 hours on the flight over here. Had to be at least 100 times. But of course, the time to be making bangers in the booth is over for Gianna. Because up next here in Attack in Australia, she must defend her Rising Star Championship in this triple threat matchup. Any champion's nightmare, the same that Marty Michaels will face later on tonight when he defends his Intercontinental Championship in a triple threat match. Because, of course, in this matchup, Gianna does not even have to be involved in the decision to lose her championship. And this, of course, what was originally supposed to be a one-on-one match. Christy Myers here was supposed to take on Gianna after defeating Hagiko and Danielle Davis on the same night to become #1 contender, but Danielle Davis managed to work her way into this matchup. Some might say wormed her way into this matchup. I don't know if I'd be so blunt. I mean, Danielle Davis did pick up a win against the champ, albeit by countout. Nonetheless, also took Gianna the distance last night on Octane, came up short, and hey, might not even be here tonight if not for Christy Myers saving her. Because remember, after the matchup, Gianna was looking to attack Danielle Davis with a steel chair, but Myers swooped in to make the save. I hope Davis wrote her a thank you note. But any sort of allyship and respect has got to go out the window here with the Rising Star Championship on the line. And I think that both Myers and Davis know that. Myers made it clear that she wasn't happy with this being made into a triple threat matchup, but the fact of the matter is, it is a triple threat matchup. Now she has to make the most of the situation. But Gianna said on social media, "You two losers are in my domain now." Gianna returns home in front of her friends, her family here down under. The Australian-born Rising Star champ looking to walk in as champion and leave the same way. And then hopefully we get another instant classic track that I can add to the playlist. Gianna, one of the longest reigning Rising Star champions of all time. And not looking to let that reign end just yet. Look, this is the same Gianna that managed to retain the Women's World Championship last year in a six-pack challenge in Tokyo, Japan. So don't count out Gianna here. If she could beat 5 other women in one matchup, defeating 2 other women might not seem like such a stretch. But anything can happen, and especially in a triple threat match where there are no countouts and there are no disqualifications. The first woman to get either the pin or make an opponent tap out in the ring leaves Australia as the Rising Star champion. Christy Myers, Danielle Davis, Gianna. Here we go, baby. Ring that bell. It's time to get it on. Although Myers and Davis very obviously have a lot of respect for each other after their battles over the last couple of months. As I said before, now that the bell has rung, that respect, it gets put on the back burner. There's only one of them, if either, leaves her not as the Rising Star champion. Gianna, ooh, perfect plex, a bit of an homage to her tag team partner, Quinn Bell. And Christy Myers gets sent into the referee, as meanwhile Gianna, nice counter of the pullback attempt, kick to the gut. Here comes Myers creeping up from behind. Drop down to the knee. Myers with that basement drop kick, gonna send Gianna to the outside, and again, no disqualifications in a triple threat match. Gianna gonna grab herself a little bit of help in the form of a kendo stick, but no chance to use it as Myers knocks it out of her hands. Gonna grab it before it rolls out of the ring. Tries to nail Danielle Davis with it. Davis gonna try to get her into the corner now, but Myers able to escape as Gianna from behind gonna put Davis up against the ropes. Back body drop. Whoa, see ya, bye. Russian leg sweep by Myers as Gianna Gonna mock her two challengers here. Ooh, double knees to the face. Disrespect, I'd say, shown by Christy Myers there. Again, she was pretty verbal with the fact that she was not happy. This was made into a triple threat matchup. But at the end of the day, she's still, last night on Octane, could have very easily stayed in the back and allowed Gianna to use that steel chair, take out Danielle Davis, and then this would have been a one-on-one matchup, but Myers didn't do that. She came down to the ring, she saved Danielle Davis from potential injury. I think you gotta respect that. But Myers might end up regretting it. Hurricane Rana by the former Women's World Champion, who gets caught by Myers, though. I mean, just look at how far Myers has come in such a short amount of time. She debuted, what, a couple of months ago at this point? At Battle Scars 10, of course, against Taryn Torres. And now here she is at one of our biggest events of the year, sharing the ring with two former world champions competing for the Rising Star Championship. I'd say pretty meteoric rise for Christy Myers, and especially if she manages to leave here with the Rising Star Championship. Oh, spinning toe hold for Myers, okay. An homage to the late, great Terry Funk. Putting some real pressure on the ankle of Davis here. Gianna gonna use the time to go grab that kendo stick and thwacks Myers with it right over the head. And again, while she's down, once more, man. Christy Myers just eating these shots to the face. The kendo stick actually just shattered over her head. Golly, man. As we now see the combination of kicks from Myers. Davis trying to come up from behind. Another spinning toe hold? No, a figure four. Figure four locked in, but, well, this ain't going to win Christy the matchup. This is not Falls Count Anywhere rules. Got to win by pin or submission in the ring. Definitely seems like Myers is fixating on the legs of Danielle Davis in this matchup, which is an interesting strategy. I guess maybe try to stop Danielle Davis from going to the top rope and utilizing her globo. They're the most dangerous maneuver in her arsenal. Oh, wait a minute! Pink Venom out of nowhere! But not going to be able to go for the pin. Danielle Davis double knees to the face. She's going to try to steal it. 1, 2. Kick out, though. Gianna keeps this matchup alive for now. Davis, the cheek, though, really just tried to swoop in. Hey, you do what you got to do, man, in a matchup like this and with championship gold on the line. Myers might not see it that way. Big knee to the side of the head. Oh, damn, Danielle Davis. Just a 1 count. Myers got that jaw of steel. Gianna back into the mix. Irish whip can send Myers into the ropes. Danielle Davis gonna wake up. Oh, a spinning back elbow to Gianna. Handing him out like candy at a Halloween here. In comes Gianna with a clothesline. As Davis gets to her feet, Gianna misses that knee drop attempt from behind now. Atomic drop, knee up the bum. So now Gianna trying to take advantage. Danielle Davis with elbows to the gut. Christy Myers with a backbreaker. Gianna gonna take Myers over to the ropes. Davis, though, from behind with an Enzu Lariat, gonna have the champion scrambling. Christy Myers keeping a distance until she sees an opening. Tries to take her shot. Might have been a mistake. Danielle Davis with a jumping cutter. She's gonna try to go for the pin. Gianna too busy looking pretty here. But luckily, Myers able to kick out. Gianna almost cost herself the championship. Look, when you're as pretty as Gianna, I get it. But at the same time, maybe focus on the championship match here. Danielle Davis may just had her jaw cracked. Myers with the Irish whip. Kitchen sink. That's the type of maneuver to suck the air right up out of you. Myers going to go for the hurt. Danielle Davis. Repeated kicks to the midsection and final one right upside the head. But Gianna, looking to send her packing, looks for a kitchen sink of her own. Myers just going to try for the pin. There was an attempt, I suppose. Not too sure how she thought that would go for her, but nonetheless. Davis trying to wake up. She's taking a lot of heavy shots the last couple of minutes. Ooh, Myers coming up from behind. Maybe looking for another pink venom. Davis going to drag the champ over to the ropes. Counter. Danielle Davis. Woo! Some lucha teams on display. She's going to get thrown to the outside. Gianna scooped up, carried over to the ropes, dropped. Rather unceremoniously as Myers looks to pin the champ. 1, 2, but a kick out. Gianna's got her closest friends, her family, and of course, all of her fans in attendance here. Does not want to let them down. The Pop Princess saves herself from getting tracked with a steel chair. Looking to take Myers for a walk, but Myers not interested. A few elbows to the gut. Now Danielle Davis tries to take advantage. Chop block by Myers. With Davis in trouble in the corner. Myers with a beautiful disaster kick. See it by Danielle Davis. Myers with a huge opportunity here. Has the champion isolated in the ring. Where is she going? Digging underneath the ring. What she got? A sledgehammer. Oh, to the back. To the lower back of Gianna. But the champion endures. And spikes Myers with a DDT. Danielle Davis trying to recover. Pink Venom! Pink Venom! Not once! Not twice! But thrice! But of course, Danielle Davis not even giving her a 1 count. Recovered just in time. Myers. More kicks to the gut. The ribs of Danielle Davis got to be feeling some type of way right about now. Off the rope she goes. Clothesline takedown. Gianna has somehow recovered from the trifecta of pink venoms. Whoa, look at the kicks from Davis. Lighting her up like a Christmas tree. 1, 2. Kick out though. Grabs that sledgehammer. Davis getting down to business here. Christy Myers back to her feet. And back into the fight. As Davis gets thrown out onto the apron. Myers. With a snapmare. Ooh. Using the heel of her boot to try to unpretty Gianna. Not even possible. Let's get real here. Oh, Christy Myers going to try for a quick pin. Gianna's down. She can't break it up. A millisecond away from crowning a new Rising Star champion. Gianna. Oh my God, another pink venom. Gianna says, I don't think so though. And Gianna with the fireman's carry leg drop to retain. But Danielle Davis again is there to break up the pin. Just raining on everyone's parade is Davis here. Gonna pay for it though as she's dragged into the corner, fights her way free. Irish whip gets reversed. The Pop Princess eats an elbow to the side of the head. Myers gonna drop her on that top rope. Danielle Davis with a double knee face breaker off the Rolling Thunder. Tries for a senton. Myers gets her knees up just in time. Again, respect out the window. With the Rising Star Championship on the line, that was a straight up slap across the face, which Danielle Davis not a fan of. Hurricanrana by the veteran. Gonna try for that senton again, this time across the lower back of Christy Myers. And Gianna down on the outside. Danielle Davis This could be your opportunity. Vertical suplex on Christy Myers. Landing on the edge of the steel chair there. I'm sure she felt that. Pinfall attempt, but Gianna makes the save. 2.5. Gianna with a pendulum backbreaker as Myers from behind going to try for an Irish whip, but Gianna reverses, sends her out onto the apron. Danielle Davis, meanwhile, Hurricane Rana, though, countered into an alley-oop. Expertly done by Gianna, who now looks to tie up Christy Myers with the half tarantula. Stretching them arms. And a big boot to the face, but all the while, Danielle Davis awaiting the champion. Gets back into the ring. Strike combination. There's that Hurricane Rana she was looking for before. Christy Myers taken down with a shot to the back of the knee. Quick pin by Danielle Davis, not going to go anywhere as Gianna breaks it up. Eats a kick to the midsection, does the champion. Forearm smash! No, wait a minute, Christy Myers interrupts. And pays for it with that modified Russian leg sweep. In comes Gianna to try to capitalize. Another pendulum backbreaker, but Danielle Davis able to flip out of it. Christy Myers from behind tries to intervene. German suplex takes out Davis. Myers! They're going to take Gianna for a walk here into the corner. Kick to the gut. Maybe they're going to put her up on top, but Gianna's having none of it. As now the champion escapes to the outside. Under that ring, what is she looking for? Another kendo stick. They've got quite the supply here in Australia. Ooh, but Davis going to knock it out of her hands. Again, this is not falls count anywhere, though. The match cannot end here at ringside. Christy Myers, oh my God! And then, with the push-ups, Danielle Davis just gets up and shrugs it off. What a unit! Just had her back broken over the barricade, and like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Back into the fight just like that. Oh, and Gianna might have her back broken. Christy Myers gonna get some too. No, Myers avoids it well, at least the first time. Again, gonna try for the pin here, but Gianna back up just in time to break it up. Elbows to the midsection by Danielle Davis. Christy Myers back into the ring. Gets between the two, tries for an Irish whip. Reversal gonna send her into the corner. Gianna stand out of harm's way, but now looks for an Irish whip. Danielle Davis in the corner here, as Christy Myers looks to be momentarily incapacitated. Gianna goes for the sledgehammer and targeting Christy right to the gut. No, Christy Myers just in the nick of time saves herself from potentially suffering some broken ribs. Goodbye, Gianna. Danielle Davis has the sledgehammer right to the gut and to the chest. Danielle Davis to the lower back, and a second time, a third time. Oh my God, Danielle Davis! She's lost the plot! Again and again! What's happened to the respect? What's happened to the allyship? Like I said, it's gone out the window! And Gianna loves this! She sit back and watch it all, but now she gets some! Shot to the gut of the champion! 1, 2, 3, and Danielle Davis is the new Rising Star Champion! Absolute brutality displayed by Danielle Davis there in the end. Took out Christy Myers and then delivered one final thunderous shot with the sledgehammer to the champion to become the new Rising Star Champion. Well, there's a reason they say that friends are fickle in this business, and I think that Christy Myers may have just learned that lesson the hard way. Danielle Davis, though, the new Rising Star Champion, congratulations to her, as now up next we're about to find out who gets a shot at the Women's World Championship come Mob Violence in just a couple of weeks. This the final of the Women's Gold Rush Tournament. Earlier tonight, we saw Ahmed defeat Josh Wolf in the finals of the Men's Gold Rush Tournament, and he gets his shot at the undisputed heavyweight championship come Mob Violence. Who's going to be the one to challenge Isabella Almas at Mob Violence? Will it be Ashley Riot? Will it be Hannah Bennett? We find that out right now. Ashley Riot, who defeated Ileana Summers and Arisa Masami to make it here to the finals. Riot says she has waited long enough for her first taste of singles championship gold here in CMV. She really feels like this is the closest she's ever been, and she's not about to let it slip through her fingers. And Hannah Bennett is looking for retribution, and I'd say more ways than one. This is, of course, a rematch from Battle Scars 10, where Ashley Riot defeated Hannah Bennett after some interference by Ashley Rain. If you recall, Ashley Riot defeated Ashley Rain at Ascendance 12 in pretty brutal fashion, putting Rain on the shelf, and Hannah Bennett, who at the time was the protege of Ashley Rain, took up for her mentor, challenged Riot to a matchup at Battle Scars 10, only for Rain to then return and betray Hannah Bennett, and since then, Rain and Bennett have been beating, pardon my French here, the fuck out of each other on a weekly basis. And luckily, I can say, Ashley Rain was barred from even traveling here to Australia. So she is not in the arena. No possibility of her interfering in this matchup. Hannah Bennett will be able to fully focus on the task at hand. Ashley Rain on the back burner for one night as Hannah Bennett looks to secure a shot at the Women's World Championship. Here we go. One last big hurdle, though, to overcome in the form of the Deathmatch Princess, Ashley Riot. Indeed, despite as long as she's been here in CMV, multi-time Women's Tag Team Champion has never held a singles championship. And much like Ahmed was earlier tonight, the underdog against the veteran Josh Wolf, Hannah Bennett finding herself in a similar situation, but we saw Ahmed defeat Josh Wolf. Will there be a repeat here? Will the rookie upset the vet? Big punch to the gut by Bennett. He was able to overcome the first round, second round of this Women's Gold Rush Tournament, despite Ashley Rain consistently interfering in her matchups, attacking her. Knocked down in the corner, tries for a stop, caught though. And Bennett gonna force Riot to kiss the canvas. Follows up with a big drop kick to the side of the head, guys. Still to come. Here at Attack in Australia, up next, the World Tag Team Championship on the line as Bloody Insane look to end the historic reign of Top Guns. We also still got Xander Slate one-on-one with Peligro, guys. And, of course, our main event. Shea Hoxton returns to in-ring action to challenge Troy Colt for the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Riot sent to the outside. And, of course, countouts and disqualifications, all of that in effect here. Hannah Bennett going to use the opportunity to pander a little bit to these Aussie fans before going to collect Ashley Riot. What a night it's already been here at Attack on Australia. Time limit draw and the tag team matchup between Isabella Almas and Maggie Shaw taking on Ruby Rattel and Ellie Quinn. Nothing settled, and this war far from over. Of course, Ahmed defeating Josh Wolf in the finals of the Men's Gold Rush Tournament, and we just saw Danielle Davis crowned the new Rising Star Champion. As Hannah Bennett takes this fight back into the ring, going to try for a pin. Not even a one count, though. Bennett with a pure look of shock. Snapmare into the surfboard stretch. We flash back to the old days here in CMV. That maneuver ended a whole lot of matches. Good to reflect, man. Coming up on our 10-year anniversary. The 31st of December marks 10 years of CMV. Right now, Hannah Bennett might be about to go night-night. Pile driver incoming, but Bennett clutching up to save herself. Riot, though, keeps on top of her. Not allowing her to take advantage with an elbow to the side of the head right there. Stunner from Bennett. Punch the back of the head. Now we're going to spin her around. Tries to scoop her up, but the Deathmatch Princess able to drop down behind her. Hatch suplex now. Picks her up for a soccer ball kick. That'll send shooting pains up and down your spine. Riot with a great combination. Riot said, this time there will be no Ashley Rain, but the result, I promise you, will be the same. Me victorious. As she stalks Bennett now, picking herself up. Full steam ahead. Okay. It looks cool. That ain't going to win the matchup, though. Gonna try again, maybe? Okay. Maybe try for something else. No, she's gonna be persistent, and it pays off. You love to see it. Persistence is key. Face first goes Hannah Bennett into the second turnbuckle, and Riot's wasting no time. She's looking for that pile driver again. For the second time, Bennett counters it. And now Bennett with a Bennett bomb. 1, 2. 2.999. Can't get closer than that. The winner heads to Mob Violence to challenge Isabella Almas for the Women's World Championship. That's what's on the line. That's what's at stake. As Bennett delivers some stiff kicks to the face and damn, slams Riot's face off the floor. Back into the ring. Bennett is sent at the behest of the Deathmatch Princess. Caught though as she gets back in. Great combination by Bennett, finishing with a snap DDT. But Riot, the vet, knowing where she is. Great ring awareness, escapes the outside, straight back in though, still no clean ring entry. Another DDT from Hannah Bennett. As she goes to the top rope, can't ask for much better positioning than this. What's she gonna try to go for is the question, and will it pay off? Bennett with a cross body. Feeling herself. Jumping elbow across the chest. Bennett's fired up here. Bennett, look at that cloverleaf. The cloverleaf. Damn near the middle of the ring. But Riot, wow, what a reversal by Riot. Into a drop kick. Excellently done by Ashley Riot, then able to block that spinning back elbow attempt. As Bennett gets thrown into the corner. Riot tearing at that arm, man, like a dog with a bone. Running Bulldog, speaking of. Out of the corner, drops her hard. And Ashley Riot preemptively follows Bennett to the outside. Such great veteran instinct from Ashley Riot. Tornado kick. Both women down. What a matchup. Finals of the Women's Gold Rush Tournament. You can tell how badly both these women want this. But only one of them is going to mob violence. Who's it going to be? Elbows to the gut by Ashley Riot. But can she get Bennett back into the ring? Gotta watch that referee's count. He's at 5 already. Quickly tries to drop an elbow across the lower back. Bennett gets herself out of the way. Psycho knee out of nowhere. Bennett nailed that shit. Woo! I think she might try to get herself a count out win. Ashley Riot looks like, oh no, breaks the count. Bennett not wanting to win that way, despite it being a legit way to win. The Top Guns would tell you so. Ooh, thrown. Looks like Bennett was maybe able to get her arm up and protect herself from the nastiest of that shot, but definitely still feeling the effects. Now back into the ring. Oh, but caught! Bennett bomb! Bennett bomb a second time! 1, 2, 3! Bennett has done it! Hannah Bennett is going to mob violence! A last-ditch effort, a Hail Mary, and it pays off. Hannah Bennett, your new #1 contender for the Women's World Championship. And we have still got a whole heck of a lot of action to look forward to, guys, here down under for the 3rd annual Attack on Australia. And coming up next, the World Tag Team Championship on the line as Bloody Insane get their rematch, looking to end the history-making reign of Top Guns, who I believe at this point are the longest reigning World Tag Team Champions of all time. If not coming up very, very soon. I forget the exact date. It was December something. I think it was like December, what was it? Look, if they have not already, look, we all know vintage dashing memory. If they haven't already surpassed the date required to become the longest reigning World Tag Team Champions of all time, it's coming very, very soon. That's unless, of course, the Bloody Brit and the Unpredictable One have something to say about it. And indeed, a rematch from a few weeks ago in which Bloody Insane, man, bulldozed their way through that tag team turmoil, eliminated 3 other teams, and then out came Top Guns, retaining by countout. And look, I'm not going to sit here and point fingers and say, hey, you know, it was cheap, this, that, and the other thing. That's not my place. Top Guns did what they felt they had to do to make sure they retained the World Tag Team Championship. Bloody Britt said, hey, and the other night, I wouldn't have a problem. I'd say it's a legit way to win. But when it's a title match, when the fans are into it, Bloody Britt saying, then it becomes a little bit cheap. And to me, well, I won't repeat exactly what he said. This is a PG show after all. We try to keep it, you know, family friendly. But here's hoping we don't get another count out here tonight. And Top Guns prove definitively why they are one of the greatest tag teams in the game today, if not the greatest tag team in the game today. They, of course, like to say they defeated 6 other teams in one night, but really they defeated 1 other team in by count out. Again, though, who am I to say anything about it? Look, I love me some Top Guns. This is going to be a hard-hitting matchup right here, though. I can tell you that for damn sure. Won the World Tag Team titles back at Homecoming. And there's no denying they defended against some of the best teams here in CMV. Nearly every single goddamn team there is to defend against. Will they add yet another team to that list? Properly this time. Leaving no ifs, no ands, no buts. A certainly unorthodox team of Chris Andrews and Justin Sane, but of course that's the story of the Bloody Britt's career, man. Him and these tag team partners, you'd never expect him to be fighting alongside the likes of Rex Carter, the likes of Parker in the past, and Paul Devine. But some of these teams have seen great success. Bloody Britt's a multi-time tag team champion. It's strange of all to see Justin Sane willingly working with another person. He's always been a loner. He's never held tag team championship gold for that reason. Will that change right here tonight, down under? As we see Justin Sane going to kick things off against Jacob Wells. Justice Stone there saying, go get him. As we see Wells quickly look to send Sane into the corner, but of course this is a standard tag team matchup, which means champion's advantage in full effect. If Top Guns want to, they can try to retain by countout. I really don't think they are, though. I think all this talk has been getting to them. They put on a brave face. They're acting like it's nothing to them, all this shit talk from the Bloody Brit. The fans, you know, online, calling them cowards, this and that. Look, I'm just saying what I've seen. They're trying to act like it doesn't affect them. I think it does, so they want to prove they can beat Bloody Insane legitimately here. By pin or by submission. But the fact remains that Chris Andrews and Justin Sane, they must win this match by pin or submission in the ring to leave Australia with the World Tag Team titles. As Wells gets sent into the corner. Big elbow to the side of the head there. Knee to the face by Wells. Coming up next, guys, Xander Slate one-on-one with Peligro. That's our tertiary main event. We've also still got Marty Michaels defending his Intercontinental Championship against Tobias Jones and Pink Star in a triple threat. Goddamn, axe driver from Chris Andrews. Looking for the pin, man. This one nearly over. Chris Andrews just casually pulls out these moves I'd never seen before. Like, what the fuck was that? Bit of a convoluted road to get to a single knee gut buster, but don't tell him I said so. Tag made. Chris Andrews, ooh, with a knee to the side of the head. Sane follows it up with a spinning flapjack, which I believe has busted Jacob Wells open. Needs to make the tag at Justice Stone. He comes in, though, get lit up by the unpredictable one. multi-time undisputed world heavyweight champion. A man, guys, who since his return here in CMV near the start of this season has only been pinned once, and that was in his return match, which was that Higher Authority Invitational. So he's gone over 7 months unpinned, unsubmitted. I don't think you can ask for a much better tag team partner if you're the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews. And things are not going well for Top Gun so far. I'd say Bloody Insane have been dominating this one. Goddamn, Justin Singh keeping himself busy. Oh, and a leg drop to the back of the head from off the ropes. And then a Shiranui to Justice Stone. Holy cow, man. 1, 2. Top Guns, I don't think we've ever seen them, pardon my French, get shit kicked like this. Just Insane with the vertebraker, but Wells scrambling to make the save. He would have been late. Luckily, Justice Stone still had something left to kick out. Into the corner now. I don't know what sort of strategy the champions need to come up with here to turn things around. They better come up with it and quickly, because this is shaping up to be a one-sided shellacking here at Attack in Australia. There we go. Finally a sign of life as Stone with a suplex into the corner, and now the tag to Jacob Wells, who's got himself a nasty cut. Oh, but Justin Singh gonna walk right into that Death Valley bomb. Don't count out Top Guns. 1, 2, but broken up by the Bloody Brit. Pisses off Wells. He's got to focus on Sane. And indeed, looking to do just that. As an Irish whip, gonna put him into the corner. Oh, but Sane with a quick elbow to the side of the head. Now it's Jacob Wells sent into the corner. Last place he wants to be here. As Sane gonna make him taste that top turnbuckle. Now the tag to Chris Andrews. Looks like a head kick into Dangerous Queen's Revenge. Just the biggest Ricky Delaney fans, the only ones. Wells must have himself a hard head, literally and figuratively though. Straight back into the fight with a brain buster. Like I said, this is going to be hard hitting. Top Guns finally starting to make their way in this matchup, though, after the first few minutes were dominated by Bloody Insane. In the corner of Top Guns, Chris Andrews with an elbow. Kick to the gut, though, shuts him down. And now some stabbing blows to the gut by the former Zero-G champion, Jacob Wells. Big clothesline. Like running into a brick wall, I have to imagine. Tag to Just Insane. What is it? What the? Tequila Sunrise from the Bloody Brit as Sane from the top rope body splash to the leg. Oh my God! He may have just shattered Jacob's kneecap and not let him go anywhere fast. Full mount lefts and rights, dropping like bombs on Jacob Wells. And now a knee! Blood spurting out of that gash alongside Jacob's face, guys. He's leaving a trail of blood, and Justice Stone is no safer. Tag to Chris Andrews. Wells might be out of this, guys. Wells might be completely and totally out of this at this point. Justice Stone is not the legal man. Wells is. He's just unconscious at ringside right now. And Bloody Brit to the top. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, come on. How did he hear me? Justice Stone can't catch a break here. Guys, referee's up to a count of 8. Oh my God, I really didn't think Jacob Wells was going to get back up. Justice Stone dropped on the apron back first. Wells, you got to respect the tenacity of this kid. Just flipped off. Not a fan of the Aussies. Flipping off the fans. Jacob Wells knocking Sane off the apron. But Bloody Bit back in the ring now. Backbreaker. Clothesline combo. And Bloody Brit, oh my goodness. Tossing that boy around like a rag doll. Wells is hurt. I'd say they can tag to Justice Stone. I don't necessarily know that Stone is doing much better though. I guess at least Stone isn't losing half the blood in his goddamn body. The ref might have to look to stop this one, man. If Wells loses any more blood, that is a really bad cut. Looks like it's right above his right eye. Look at blood over his chest at this point. That's a really bad cut. I mean, look, where are my UFC fans? You saw that Colby Covington fight stopped because of a cut above his right eye. You at a certain point, you risk losing your eye with an injury like that. Oh, revenge! Wait a minute! We're gonna have new champs! No! What? Jacob Wells, he's a tough one. He is a tough SOB. He knows he's got to make a tag to Justice Stone right now, though. That might be the last hope for Top Guns here. Justice Stone's got to put the team on his back. Wait a minute, Wells with one last shot. Fairy tale ending, will it be? Not even a 1 count. As Justice Stone comes in to bring up the pin tag there to Justice. Justice Stone. So slick is my man, who now looks to make the Bloody Brick kiss the canvas. These two are having a phenomenal one-on-one matchup a couple weeks ago on Shockwave, which Chris Andrews did win. Suffice to say, Bloody Insane with all the momentum on their side of this matchup. Justin Singh slammed back first on the apron, back in the ring now. Stone is doing what he can. Will it be enough? Revenge! 1, 2, kick out! Look at Jacob Wells couldn't even muster up the energy to come in and break up that pin. He is half dead, man. Standing out there on that apron. Well, Chris Andrews, he's not looking all that much better. Justice Stone, another back suplex onto the apron. Chris Andrews telling gravity to go fuck itself. Fair enough. Big right hook. Justice Stone gonna shove the Bloody Bit back though. Gets grabbed and walked over to the ropes. Andrews, oh God, exposing Stone's bare chest. Laying into him, man. With those stone fists. And a punch to the ear, man. That could pop your eardrum. That is debilitating. 1, 2. But Stone still managed to kick out. Yeah, this is borderline a handicap match at this point. I mean, Jacob Wells, he's a second away from passing out from loss of blood. Stone is fighting this on his own right now. He's doing all he can. Respect to him. But how much can you do against the likes of Chris Andrews and Justin Singh, who are proved to be such a cohesive unit here? Oh no, this is it. This is it if Justin Singh hits this. And he will. Vertebreaker We have new Wait, Wells! Jacob Wells comes back to life. Justin Sane gonna mock him. But this gives Justice Stone the chance. What little chance there is to recuperate. Sends Sane into the corner, big shot to the gut. Another suplex into the corner. Can Stone rally? Big T-bone from the big man. Kick to the midsection. And a brainbuster I think he's looking for, but Sane able to get himself free. Whoa! What the hell? Out of the corner, man! Nobody can keep up with the unpredictable one. We call him that for a reason. Stone looking like he has no idea where the hell he is. Out of the corner. Oh my God, a stop! Followed up by that knee. No, blocked. Blocked by Justice Stone, but Sane fires right back with a punch to the gut. And a big face buster. Now Justice Stone bleeding as well. Top Gun's gonna be lucky to leave Australia still in one piece at this point. Pendulum backbreaker perhaps attempted. Justice Stone with a knee to the face. But an Irish whip gets reversed. Chris Andrews, not fast enough. Justice Stone with an elbow to the side of the head. Now has him in the corner. The tag to Jacob Wells. And Top Guns with the Hail Mary super kick into the package pile driver. To retain, but Sane right there to make the save. Jacob Wells, that's all he had to contribute. Tags Justice Stone right back in. Well, wait a minute, Stone. Big knee. And Bloody Brit now the one looking at it as he makes a desperate tag to Justin Sane. But caught! Another vertebraker! 1, 2! What? You have got to be kidding me! The fighting spirit of Justice Stone in this match. This kid is not going down without a fight. But that still does not change the fact, man, that he's basically fighting a handicap match. Justin Sane getting out the shotgun. The back of Stone's head whacking off the turnbuckle as the tag is now made to the Bloody Brit, who comes in to make the kill. Up on the top with one arm. Drives Stone into the canvas. 1, 2, 3, and new CMV World Tag Team Champions. Bloody Insane ruled the day here in Attack in Australia. The historic reign of Top Guns meets its end. Man, what a fight, though, delivered by the now former champs. But take nothing away from them. Bloody Insane, your new World Tag Team Champions. Peligro into the ring. Super kick immediately. Fireball, what? Peligro, what the? Peligro just threw a fireball into Val's face. Peligro, one of the men who burned down Tailcoat Val's HQ. Left her blind in one eye. If there's anything Val is vulnerable to, it's...
Danger Cat, the final piece. How I ached for this. It started with you, and with you, it shall end.
And up next here at Attack on Australia, my friends, it's our tertiary main event. Xander Slate, one of the latest arsenal of Tailcoat Val sympathizers, set to go one-on-one with Peligro. And honestly, shocking to say, for as long as these two have been in CMV, they have never fought one-on-one. This a first-time encounter between Slate and Peligro. Coming about after what happened at the end of the showdown, of course, and what was a rarity, seeing Tailcoat Val have the rug pulled out from under her. It was supposed to be she versus Pat LaFave, but LaFave substituted himself with Peligro, who of course has perhaps more of a history with Tailcoat Val than anyone else in the CMV. And the matchup didn't last very long, though, as Peligro ended up getting himself disqualified after hurling a fireball in Tailcoat Val's face. But, oh, Peligro, he didn't have the last laugh on the night, as Xander Slate shockingly aligned himself with Tailcoat Val and took Peligro out with a clean slate on the ramp. The fatal feline, though, never one to back down. Jumped Xander Slate after his matchup earlier this week on Shockwave. Beat the piss out of him, if I dare say so, but again, was unable to have the last laugh, as this time it was Sarasi coming to the aid of Slate, laying out Peligro. And as you can see, Sarasi in the corner of the OG Dirty Heel for this matchup here at Attack on Australia. Tailcoat Val even said herself, as you heard moments ago, this started with you, Peligro. It will end with you. Of course, didn't call him Peligro, called him by his former name, Danger Cat, because, well, that's what he was called way back when, years ago, when he was a part of the alliance that burned down Tailcoat Val's headquarters, gave her that nasty scar, blinded her in one eye. And Peligro knows what Val fears. Maybe the only thing in this world that Val fears, fire. And that's why he utilized that fireball at the showdown. But of course, Val always has an ace up her sleeve, and Peligro was not anticipating Xander Slate. Not going to make that mistake again. So here we go, Xander Slate of the Arsenal. Peligro repping CMV, our tertiary main event, first time ever. And obviously going to be a distinct height advantage, as Xander Slate certainly will also have the strength advantage. Peligro going to have to rely on his lucha background and use his speed here, as well as his erratic behavior to try to outmaneuver. Xander Slate catches him with a super kick there, but then, of course, the X factor of Surasi at ringside. Big step-up senton across the lower back, guys. Coming up next in our co-main event, Marty Michaels defends his Intercontinental Championship against Tobias Jones and Pink Star. And, of course, our main event to cap off what has been an amazing night. Shay Hoxton returns to in-ring action to challenge Troy Culp for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Caught with a super kick there. Slate to the outside, but Paligo keeps on him, man. Like a cat on a catnip toy. I don't know. Trying to come up with something on the fly. Using those vicious kitty claws of his to rip and tear into the face of Xander Slate. Not that anyone would notice, though. Of course, with the amount of scars that Slate already has covering his face. Counter there. It will roll up, but not falls count anywhere. Back into the ring. Oh, Sarasi has just thrown a sledgehammer into the ring, which the referee has not yet seen. Paligo going for a choke slam? Xander Slate shuts that down. The ref has now gotten rid of the sledgehammer as Slate tries for the pile driver, and again, it gets reversed by the fatal feline. Oh, kitty claws! Kitty claws digging into the eye of Xander Slate. But Slate grabbing the hand and forcing Paligo back before any potential permanent damage can be done to the one good eye Xander Slate has left. Kick to the gut. Peligro quickly with an Irish whip going to send Slate into the corner. A cautious approach this time, though. Still doesn't help him out as Slate with a knee to the gut. Ooh, quick elbow. Peligro just so fast, man. Proving to perhaps be too fast for Xander Slate here tonight. Big knee from the OG Dirty Heel. And just like that, like flipping a switch, Coney Island Cyclone! But Slate, hurting his lower back it seems, just barely able to throw his arm over Peligo's chest for the pin, but a kick out at 2. Slate struggling to even get to his feet, but he does. And has Paligo set up, end of days, but no, Peligro! With a well-timed forearm smash now. Tanahashi clothesline rolls through for a dropkick to the side of the head. But Sarasi makes his presence felt. Just as he did on Shockwave, and Slate gets to his feet. Another bicycle knee. But a kick to the top of the head. Stun Slate. Double tap from Peligro. 1, 2. 1, 2. Kick out. Slate crawling into the corner, but Peligro on him like a monkey on a cupcake. Gets himself up out of that corner to Slate. Tries to run Peligro down. Stops him from going for another super kick. Double axe handle. Enzu lariat, man. Woo! Hard-hitting son of a gun is Xander Slate. Big, nasty elbows to the back of the head and a pin. 1. Only a 1 count. Xander Slate's gonna go up top. It can only mean one thing. That Macho Man elbow drop, but Peligro saves himself. Sarasi once again distracting the fatal feline, simultaneously removing the top turnbuckle cover. Sarasi gonna throw Peligro back into the ring, giving him no chance to recover here. Wait, the ref has seen enough. Sarasi's out of here. Sarasi's been ejected from ringside, but too little too late. STF is locked in. Peligro survives. Gets himself out of it. And a super kick. But not finished. To the corner. For the suit. Kick. 1, 2, no tres. Sarasi is gone from ringside, sent to the back by the referee, but Peligro, relentless super kick. No, Slate able to catch it this time. End of days. 1, 2, 3. Xander Slate dispatches of the fatal feline. The OG Dirty Heel for the Arsenal with a big victory here at Attack in Australia over Peligro. And you know Tailcoat Val was watching. Has to be pleased with her investment in Xander Slate after that performance. And co-main event time, it now is here Down Under. The third annual Attack on Australia event, my friends. And so far, it has not been a good night for the defending champions of the Shockwave roster. Danielle Davis crowned the new Rising Star champion. Bloody Insane crowned the new World Tag Team champions. Will Marty Michaels be meeting the same fate here as he gets set to defend his Intercontinental Championship in this triple threat match against that man there, Tobias Jones and Pink Star. Now earlier tonight, we saw Danielle Davis actually pin Gianna in their triple threat matchup to become the new Rising Star champion, but that's not necessary. The champ does not have to be involved in the decision to lose their championship in a triple threat. Something Marty Michaels is well aware of. The ultimate test of a champion, a matchup like this. And a very similar story to that of what we saw earlier tonight, where it was originally supposed to be a one-on-one matchup. Christy Myers versus Gianna for the Rising Star Championship, but Danielle Davis managed to work her way into the matchup, making a triple threat. The same here. This was supposed to be Tobias Jones versus Marty Michaels one-on-one, but after Pink Star knocked off Marty Michaels in a non-title match earlier this week on Shockwave, he was added to this championship matchup. And so a triple threat we have on our hands. And it's definitely been hot and cold these last few weeks between Tobias Jones and Pink Star. 1 week they're friends, the next week they're at each other's throats. But much like we talked about earlier in the Rising Star Championship triple threat match, once this bell rings here, there's no room for friendship. There's no room for respect. You must do what you got to do to leave as the Intercontinental Champion. And I hope both these men are prepared to do whatever it takes. Pink Star, who's in pursuit of his very first taste of championship gold here in CMV, in the same boat as Tobias Jones. Both who were a part of the Rite of Passage Championship ladder match a couple of months ago haven't been able to shake each other. And I have to imagine in the back of Jones' mind, he's got to be just as much upset as Christy Myers was, this being made a triple threat match. But sometimes you're thrown a curveball and you gotta do all you can to do what you can in a situation like this. Marty Michaels, a champ backed up against the wall here. Will he indeed make the same fate as Gianna earlier tonight? Or can he find a way to escape this triple threat matchup still? The Intercontinental Champion. Captured that championship, did Marty Michaels back at Ascendance 12, defeating Anthony Martin. Has successfully defended it against Rafael Hernandez, against Charlie Garfield. Undoubtedly his biggest challenge yet here, though. The Hot Mess Express stops off in Australia. Will it be returned to the States? But the Intercontinental Championship still in his possession. Triple threat matchup, that means no countouts. No disqualifications. The first man to get either the pinfall or the submission in the ring leaves Australia with the Intercontinental Championship. Tobias Jones, Pink Star, Marty Michaels. Here we go, baby, our co-main event. And Tobias Jones, who won a triple threat matchup just a couple weeks ago involving Pink Star and, of course, Charlie Garfield. If he can do it again here tonight, he leaves with championship gold. And look at this! Marty Michaels and Tobias Jones working together momentarily. I would not have expected that. Oh, but Pink Star make Jones pay with a sleeper slam and some pretty nasty looking stomps. Here goes Marty Michaels with a kendo stick, and put it to use against Tobias Jones. Oh, will it be just that easy for the champ? No, only a 1 count. Pink Star, who since debuting here in CMV, guys, up until this point is still unpinned, still unsubmitted. Even that triple threat matchup a couple weeks ago, Tobias Jones pinned Charlie Garfield. Into the corner, the luchador is sent, but Tobias caught with a highlight. Only the biggest Pierre Thompson fan. I've even heard Marty Michaels is the president of the Pierre Thompson fan club. That, of course, a lie. Marty Michaels, the president of his own fan club and no other. Pinfall attempt off that leg drop, gets himself a 2 count. But I will have it be known, I am most certainly a part of the Marty Michaels fan club. All right, I get the newsletter and everything. The champ in trouble right now as Tobias delivers some knees. Pink Star doing his best Bloody Brit impression, just flipped off Tobias Jones behind his back. Yeah, I think at this point it's safe to say whatever friendship these two might have been building has been scorched. Marty Michaels under that ring gets himself the sledgehammer, which is instrumental in Danielle Davis becoming the new Rising Star champion earlier tonight. Going back and forth between Jones and Pink Star, not wanting to leave anyone out. And a gouge in the eye, but of course no disqualifications. And a triple threat match. Liger Bomb into the pin, but broken up just at the count of 1 by Tobias Jones. Still to come up next in our main event of the evening, my friends. The Undisputed Heavyweight Championship on the line as Shay Hoxton makes his return to in-ring action, challenging Troy Colts. Marty Michaels with a very interesting vertical suplex pulled off, using the ropes for some added leverage. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Big start, trying to run down Michaels. Big kick! So Marty's soul leave his body. But Tobias Jones not even giving Pink Star a 1 count. Big wheel kick, Beatrice Lotus style. You gotta borrow from the best sometimes. Marty Michaels back to his feet. As he sends Pink Star off the ropes. Tobias Jones gets back up. Is he quick enough? Gets Marty Michaels into the corner. Pink Star, though, from behind with a super kick to the back of the head. Meanwhile, Marty gets himself out of the corner. Whoa! Nobody knows what they're doing. A three-way miscommunication there. Snake eyes for Pink Star. Marty Michaels looks to strike with the hostile makeover. A second attempt, and he gets it this time. But no chance to vote for the pin. Pink Star with the wheel kick. Tobias Jones just easy pickets here. Marty, 1, 2, but a kick out, man. Too much time passing there. Maybe if Marty hadn't been able to go for the pin right away, this match would be over. He'd still be the Intercontinental Champion thanks to Pink Star. No such luck for the Hot Mess Express. Tobias Jones trying to fight his way out of the corner. Irish whip. Another elbow on the side of the head. Tobias looking for a big kick, but Marty shuts that shit down. Going for that sledgehammer again. Pink Star. No rush to help out his supposed friend. Breaks up the pin, though. And throws Marty out onto the apron. They're going to take advantage of a hurt Tobias Jones. And look at Marty Michaels all the while. Exactly what I would do were I in his situation. Let my two challengers beat the hell out of each other. Code Red! Sunset flip powerbomb. God damn! Pink Star started to get back up. Marty Michaels said, keep your ass down. Double stomp that boy. Jeez. And now gouging at the mask. Trying to rip it right off, baby. I wouldn't put it past Marty Michaels to do so. Pink Star loving this wheel kick. Marty off the ropes with a back elbow. Intercontinental Championship on the line here. European uppercut. But a big corkscrew calf kick from the youngest Jones sibling. Gotta wonder how he feels about his siblings going rogue over on Octane. But of course that can't be at the forefront of his mind right now. Winning that Intercontinental Championship, baby. That's what it's all about here. Russian leg sweep on the floor. Tobias Jones, big kick, and another back suplex. Oh, harsh landing for the champ. Pink Star trying to get this fight back in the ring. He knows that's the only way it can end. Pin or submission within the ropes. Tobias trying to wake himself up. Big knee in the back of Pink Star's head. Marty Michaels, hostile makeover! A second time to Jones, but this time Pink Star's there to break up the pin. Belly to belly overhead. Marty Michaels makes him pay. And now a barrage of elbows across the chest. Trying to ground the luchador. Tobias again. Oh, onto the sledgehammer. Definitely far from a soft landing there for Michaels as he scurries to the outside of the ring. Pink Star's going for that sledgehammer. Brings it right down across the chest of Tobias for the win. Marty, hello. Oh, I guess he was pretty damn sure Tobias Jones would kick out of that. I don't know if I'd be so confident. Tobias with a code red of his own to Marty Michaels. But a big super kick from Pink Star cuts him down real quick. And now Pink Star going up top. The luchador gonna do lucha tings. Oh, but lands right on his ass. And Tobias with the upside down. Can't go for the pin though. Pink Star looks to interrupt. Boom! Thunderbomb! No! Pink Star lands it. Tries for the tornado kick. These two know each other so well. Back and forth. Got me on the edge of my seat. Meanwhile, Marty Michaels in La La Land. Wait a minute, he's back up. As Pink Star gets himself a kendo stick. Going after the champ. Not the face. Pink Star, you devil, you. Tobias knocks the kendo stick out of Pink Star's hands. Takes him down, no. Full mount, open palm strikes, trying to get through. There's that big boot right between the eyes. Very aggressive pin by Jones, but broken up at the count of 1 by Pink Star. Pink Star has been a real thorn in the side of Tobias Jones throughout this matchup. Every time Jones finally starts to get something going, Pink Star shuts his shit down. Lickety split. Now it's Tobias Jones. Another kendo stick. Marty with a buckle bomb, but no time to think of what's next. Tobias Jones lighting him up with the kendo stick. Who kicks it out of his hand. Oh, the neutralizer! Pink Star rushes in with a drop kick to the face and the Famouser! That's the move he used to pin Marty Michaels on Shockwave. 1, 2. But it does not get the job done here tonight. Marty Michaels eats a blue thunder bomb. Can't catch a break. But Tobias knows he can't try for the pin. Pink Star's still up. He just break it up. Thrown into the corner. Just hurling himself at Tobias. Pink Star, he can still try for the pin here. Marty Michaels, though, might have been playing possum. Single underhook face buster. 1, 2. But a millisecond away from retaining his Intercontinental Championship. What a match here in our co-main event. Tobias Jones giving that top turnbuckle smooch. The upside down! He's got it! He's got it! Pink Star's down on the outside! 1, 2! 2.999. I would have bet you all my money it was over right there. But Marty, oh! Pink Star with a chair shot to the head of the champion. Not like this. 1, 2, 3, and Pink Star is your new Intercontinental Champion. Tobias Jones softened Marty Michaels up, and Pink Star executed the kill shot with a chair shot to the head. And your new Intercontinental Champion, Pink Star, remains unpinned, remains unsubmitted, and earns his first taste of championship gold here in CMV. Friendships be damned. What an incredible night it has been, my friends, here in Australia. So happy that we've been welcomed back for the 3rd year in a row. It has been an incredible show. But now it is time for our main event of the evening. Time for Shay Hoxton to make his return to a CMV ring. For the first time in, God, How long has it been? When was Shay Hoxton's last match exactly? It's been at least over 6 months. But of course, Shay Hoxton knows how to return in style. Challenging for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Using his new position as part owner of CMV and chairman of the board of directors to book himself in this championship match. And well, some people might say, is that really possible? Can he do that? Well, Hoxton used precedent to convince the board of directors to allow him to do this. That precedent being Pat LaFave a few years ago during his reign of tyranny on Genesis, booked himself when he was the general manager in an Alpha World Championship match. Won the championship, as a matter of fact, and went on to have quite a lengthy reign. Always something up the sleeve of Shay Hoxton. The cogs in his mind always turning and looking to shape CMV in his image. And it starts with him becoming the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion for a third time. And although Shay Hoxton might not be an Australian man himself, he considers this his home. AOA, his stomping grounds. He's a big reason why Attack on Australia, the event, was brought to CMV. The inaugural event, alongside Xander Slate, he captured the World Tag Team Championship. Last year's Attack on Australia event, I'm being told, reminded here, was his last match, so it's been a year, even longer than I thought, since Shay Hoxton last competed in a CMV ring. And he's doing it right here tonight against that man, Mr. No Days Off, the reigning, defending, undisputed World Heavyweight Champion, who was all too eager to accept this championship matchup. I mean, at the end of the day, not like he had much of a choice, but as Troy Colt said himself earlier this week on Shockwave, Shay Hoxton, you're a part of the old guard. You don't have what it takes to cut it anymore. CMV is mine now. It belongs to me. I'm the king of the mountain. I'm the president. I'm the future. And I'm going to prove it to you and everyone else at Attack on Australia. And it was at that very first Attack on Australia event here in CMV that guess who was a part of that World Tag Team Championship match, won by Xander Slate and Shay Hoxton, Troy Colt. And here they are 2 years later, back down under in a CMV ring, but this time it's one-on-one. And it's for the grandest prize in all of CMV. A fighting champion Troy Colt has been ever since capturing the big gold at Ascendus 12, defeating John Lipnick. He's beaten Marty Michaels. He's beaten Andre Rogers. He beat Amar Ray Rivers at the Showdown. Does he beat Shay Hoxton here tonight? The director of the board, Mr. No Days Off. The main event, the Undisputed Championship. Here we go. And we gotta watch Hoxton the opening minutes of this matchup. Again, it has been nearly a year since he last competed in a CMV match. Is there ring rust? I highly doubt it. Just look at the shape that Shea Hoxton is in. Dare I even say Shea Hoxton might look the best he has ever looked? He has obviously been spending his time not only buying his way into part ownership here in CMV, of course running his numerous businesses, but in the gym. Look at those biceps! Look at those abs! Big leg drop there to the extended arm of Hox. But of course, working out in the gym, man, doesn't matter if you do it every single day of the week. It compares not at all. Whoa! Troy Cole with a frog splash. 1, 2. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the PR Shea Hoxton would have to pull out of his ass if he lost that quickly to Troy Cole here in Attack on Australia? He damn near did, though, and I think it might have jolted him a bit. Rolls to the outside of the ring, but Colt's keeping on top of him like white on rice, not letting Hoxton go anywhere fast. Throwing him right into the side of the steel steps. There's no holding anything back because Troy Colt knows that he can't hold anything back. Not against someone the likes of Shea Hoxton. Not only is he one of the most dangerous men to ever step foot in a CMV ring, point blank period, but then add to that he's willing to do anything and everything. Bend the rules, break the rules, and everything in between to ensure that he is victorious. Especially when something like the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. We're at a count of 8 here. Champion's advantage is in effect. Shea Hoxton cannot win the championship by countout or disqualification. He must pin or submit Troy Cole in the ring. Have him till the count to 20 to get back into the ring here. Count of 10. Troy Cole again sends Hoxton into the side of the steel steps before jumping back into the ring, but he's not looking for a count-out win. No, 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 no! Troy Cole from the top to the outside. Oh, but Hoxton sidesteps him and splackles Colt on the floor. A perfectly laid trap there by the director of the board, who gets back into the ring and shows off those 18-inch pythons. Now slamming Colt into the corner. All right, the ring rust has worn off now. He gave Colt the first few minutes. Now it's time to get down to business here. Irish whip reverse. Tries for a big right hook though. Forearm smash, gonna knock Hoxton back. Forearm smash by Colt. Spins him around. 330. No! Hoxton! Oh no! Choke slam! Vintage Hox! No pin though, goes directly for the kill. You know what it is. 21, no, Colt reverses. And now a clothesline, big back elbow by the champ. Irish whip gonna send Hoxton into the corner, nope, reverses. Full steam ahead now, but Colt gets out of the way. Kick to the side of the head, hang on, vintage Colt, springboard, European gun, no! Hoxton gets out of the way, but quickly wrenches the arm of Colt now into the pin. 1, 2! 2 retained, but only a 2 count. Hoxton again to the outside to catch his breath. Troy Colt comes right after him, pays for it though, as he gets slammed face first off the apron. Double boot stop and a kick to the chest. Caught though by Colt, turned into a dragon screw. Last thing Colt wants is this matchup ending by countout. He wants to definitively beat Shea Hoxton right in the middle of the ring. Hoists him up, Irish whip, but no, reversed by Hoxton. Out onto the apron, tries to hang on. Guillotined his Hox as Colt now wasting no time trying to stay on the attack here. Punch to the gut though by Hoxton, who a cheeky jab and a punch to the gut. Look at Hoxton move! The Hall of Famer like it ain't no thing. And as if Troy Colt is no more than dirt, but he just boots. Super kick! Troy Colt style. 1, 2. but a kick out that leaves a look of shock on the face of Troy Colt, but he's not playing around. He ain't beating around that bush. Going for it again. 3, 30, no! Hoxton counters once more. Big clothesline by the challenger. He now goes for a quick pin. The dirty pin, the dirtiest pin, but a kick out at 1. Even with the added leverage. Hoxton though, another choke slam! And again! Calling for it! Say it with me now! 21, no! Colt! Spins it around, 330 slam! He finally hits it! 1, 2! And Shay Hoxton kicks out. The third time's the charm, but it's not enough to keep Hoxton down. Big shot to the side of the head now. Back at ringside, Hoxton given the chance to fight his way back into the matchup. Colt should have tried to keep him in the ring, continue wearing him down while he had him hurt. That's just my 2 cents. Look, I'm not the undisputed heavyweight champion. I did last longer than anyone else in the Royal Rumble match a few years ago, but I digress. Hoxton gonna send Troy Colt into the ring, and the champ letting out a woof. He's feeling good, he has reason to, but don't get premature here, Colt. You're in that ring with Shay Hoxton. That's that man you can't play with. Colt knows better. Big deadlift German on the floor. Now gonna spin around to set up a drop kick to the back of the neck. Troy Colt, though, is gassed. That is no sort of good sign here in our main event. With the undisputed heavyweight championship on the line, has Colt stretched himself too thin, like too much butter over toast. Calls himself Mr. No Days Off for good reason. Maybe he should have taken a day off, though, leading into attack on Australia. Punch to the gut and a forearm. Kick to the midsection, setting up for a hangman's neckbreaker, but again, Colt too exhausted to capitalize right away. As he goes to the top, hang on, hang on, hang on! Phoenix Splash! Nails it! 1, 2, 3, and still the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion Troy Colt has done it. Troy Colt proves he is the present, he is the future, he is still the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. What a match here in our main event. What a show here in Australia. As now we look toward mob violence and the Royal Rumble matches in just a couple of weeks. And Troy Colt knows who's up next. That man Ahmed gonna be waiting for Mr. No Days Off.
Get a check and take it right to the bank.